Alright, YouTube, I'm back. The last time we spoke, actually, you guys didn't say a dang thing. I did all the talking. Yeah, that's usually how these things work. Anyhow, I talked about how I bought a Glock, my very first Glock. And after all these years, I get a Glock and I want to change things. I don't want it to be a Glock. I didn't want a Glock in the first place, but they're pretty much the most reliable thing out there. Simple and versatile. And since there's some things about them that I don't like and I can do something about it, I'm going to do something about it. So in the last video, I talked about 3 things that I was not a big fan of. The first thing is on the trigger itself. Now there's a Glock 17, so it has a smooth face trigger. The 19s, because of some sort of importation thing, they have a grooved trigger. I think a couple other models also have a grooved trigger. So it's got these grooves going vertical on it, along with the trigger safety bar, whatever you call it. So the trigger safety, even if you depress it all the way, it still has a little bit of a tab right here. It sticks up just a bit, and when you press on it, it just bugs your finger, you know? So what I'm going to do, I am going to tape this down. I'm not going to do this on the camera. I'm going to do it off camera and then get back to you and let you know my results. I'm going to tape this down so that the safety is fully disengaged, and then I'm going to sand the front of it. That way, when I go to use my finger, I can fully disengage the safety. If I leave this up like this, up completely, and I start sanding, and it turns out, oh, I sanded too far, and now when I go to press this, it doesn't fully disengage this safety, because I sanded this too much, and it recedes into the trigger, I'm in trouble. Then I'll have to totally modify the trigger, keep on sanding until I get it even. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to pin this back, fully disengaged, sand this down a little bit with my trusty Dremel, woo, and then I'm going to come back with, I don't know, 400, 800, I got tons of sandpaper here, so I'll get busy with it until I'm completely content with the trigger. Okay, I will be back in about 10 seconds. Oh, no, probably less than that. Probably 1 second on your end. Okay, bye. Alright, welcome back. So, that was simple. It literally took me like 3 minutes, if that. I just, I didn't even need to tape the little safety bar back. I just held it like this. So I held the back side of it here, depress that all the way, and the little trigger safety bar was sticking up still. I took my Dremel and kind of dremeled it a little bit, and then I took 800 grit sandpaper and then finished it off with 1000. And let's see if that will focus a little bit. That's not good. Good enough. Now you can see that it is entirely smooth when the little bar in the back, trigger part, mechanism, is depressed. So it's a much smoother trigger. I mean, I think it's going to make all the difference in the world. I won't even feel that. And it's still going to function. Pretty simple. Quick and easy fix. Anybody can do it. Just do it right. Make sure that the back of that is depressed all the way before you start sanding. And then you're good to go. Take it as far down as you like. Polish it as much as you like. Or leave it rough if you like textured triggers. That's fine too. But get rid of that little bump. Alright, anyhow. That's that. Pretty simple. Simple to put this whole deal back together too. If some of you are wondering how to disassemble your Glock 17, 19, any of the Glocks really are the same, there are 101 videos out there that will teach you exactly how to do that. Just 3 pins, and that's about it. So I'm going to put this back together. I think the next thing that I'm going to do is what I mentioned in my last video, which is use the new grip force adapter and put a back strap in there to change the angle of the Glock, make it more along the lines of a 1911. So pointability is more like a human and less like a monkey. I'm probably going to get a little bit of flack from people for that comment, but it is what it is. And then after that, the next step will be to, well, heck, while I've got all this out, I'm going to go ahead and polish it up now. But there's also 101 videos online about how to polish your trigger bar and the rest of the trigger assembly for a Glock. Take you from 5.5 pounds to about 5 pounds just by polishing, so that's well worth it, nice and smooth. I may end up stippling the grip on this guy and trying to blend in that back strap that I put on here, the grip force adapter, try to blend that into the rest of the frame and stipple the heck out of it, and should have a lot of fun. And I may end up cutting it down to a Glock 19L. We'll see. Lots of more fun to be had, and I'll post videos and keep you along for the ride. In the meantime, God bless you all. Thanks for watching, and keep on shooting.